guys, it's Ishani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I'm going to be doing another Sedona Lace brush set review for you guys. I've already done another review of the Sedona Lace makeup brushes on my channel before, and that was for the Midnight Lace brush set, which is the 4 synthetic makeup brushes. Now this set is completely different. It's called the Vortex collection. The Vortex collection was actually made by a fellow YouTuber and blogger, Makeup by Ren. So you guys may have heard of her already. Now, Makeup by Ren actually teamed up with Sedona Lace to create this Vortex brush set just so makeup enthusiasts could add to their already existing brush collection, and they could add these brushes. Now none of these brushes I personally think are a necessity. I think all of the brushes in this set are all extra brushes that you can add on to your already essential makeup brush set. And I also don't think this set of brushes would be for a beginner or for anybody who just wants one brush set to fulfill all of their makeup needs. I don't think this brush set has that. I think if you already have your essential brushes, say your essential eyeshadow brushes and your essential face brushes and your essential blush brush, I think these would be brushes that you may want to add and incorporate for more expert and more professional techniques. So I'm going to get right into the set of brushes. There are 13 brushes that come in this set, and it does come with a little pamphlet here which tells you what each of the brushes does, as well as what they're used for, what you could use them for, what kind of hairs they're made out of. So this is a very, very useful pamphlet. I would recommend keeping it, and then it's got Makeup by Ren on the back and like a little bio and everything of her. So the first brush that comes in this set is the FB01, which, as you can see, is just a huge fan brush. It's a good fan brush. Honestly, I don't find a fan brush useful in my particular collection. What you can use a fan brush for is you can pack loose powder under your eyes before you do your eyeshadow to kind of catch fallout. You can use this to set your foundation just with a light dusting of powder. You can use this for a light sweeping of blush or highlight or bronzer. Honestly, I don't find a use for this brush. The next brush in this set is the Tulip Contour number FB03 brush, and this is supposed to be a kind of like an egg-shaped brush. It's supposed to be a big powder brush that comes to a point at the top, and you can use this brush for contouring, for highlighting, for all-over setting powder. I've just been using it for all-over setting powder because I don't contour my face on a normal basis, and I find it's a little too big for highlighter. Also, once I washed this brush, it was much more at a nicer point when it first came to me, but the second I deep cleaned it, the point pretty much went away. So that's a little sad. I will have to dry it with a brush guard next time to see if it keeps its point, but that's a little disappointing. The next brush is the Dome Contour number FB05 brush, and this looks exactly like the MAC 109. If you guys have been wanting the MAC 109, this is virtually exactly the same. It's a short brush, it's flat on the top, it's not super dense, it's nice and fluffy. People use this all the time for contouring, for highlighting. I've seen it used for blush. I've tried it myself, and honestly, the only thing I like it for is highlight. I don't contour all the time, like I said. And I find with blush, because this is so small, I'm trying to like blend my blush in, and I find it pretty much just blends away the foundation I've put underneath it. So I don't like this for blush so much. I prefer a more fluffy blush for brush. Fluffy brush for blush. What did I just say? Anyways, I like this for highlight, but if you guys have been wanting a dupe of the MAC 109, this is absolutely identical. The biggest thing about this brush that I do have to point out is that it sheds. Now I know this is a problem with the MAC 109 as well as the Sigma dupe of the MAC 109. All of them shed. All of them. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this brush that it just wants to shed, but it does. So I will warn you, if you get this brush and when you deep clean it, it will shed. The MAC one does the same thing, and the Sigma one does the same thing. So the next brush in the set is the Flat Top Buffer number FB07 brush. And this one I'm actually not super crazy about. This would be an amazing brush for people who think that the Midnight Lace, the Flat Top Midnight Lace brush is too dense for them, because this is slightly like fluffier almost. It's not really fluffy, but it's not as dense of a flat top brush. It's equally soft, equally nicely made, but it's just not as dense. The next brush in this set is the Universal Blender number EB09 brush. And I'm sure if you guys have seen lots of makeup tutorials, you guys probably know what this brush looks like. It looks just like the MAC 217 brush, and I have to say, it's not. It's not the same thing at all, because this brush is actually much stiffer and denser than the MAC one. This brush is useful if you use this flat side here to pack on eyeshadow, or you can take the tip of it and do crease color, and that's actually my favorite use for this brush, is as a crease brush. The next brush in this set is the flat synthetic number EB11 brush, and this is just an oversized synthetic flat eyeshadow brush is basically what I use it as. You can use it for concealer. I find it's pretty big, but if you wanted to use it for concealer, you could. I just use it for an all-over wash of color all over my lid. I used it today. I've been using it a lot. I actually really like it, especially if you're going for that one eyeshadow look. I find this works amazingly because you can just pat on the color and then kind of turn it on its side and almost kind of blend it out in the crease. The next brush in this set is the Synthetic Blender number EB13 brush, and this is one of my favorites in the entire kit. I've been using this like no other. You guys can see it's all nice and brown and dirty on the top. That's because I've been using it so much. It actually comes with white bristles on the tip. But what I've been loving this as is blending my concealer under my eyes. This works so well. I've been using a brush kind of like this from Crown Brush previously to blend in my under eye concealer, but that brush is a little bit smaller and it's not as fluffy, so I find it takes like triple the amount of time to blend in my concealer because it doesn't cover as much area. This works amazingly. Literally just done. Like, concealer is done. I love this brush. I would 100% recommend this brush to anybody. Alright, the next brush in this kit is the Pointed Crease number EB15 brush, and this one looks exactly like the MAC 226. It's the natural bristle brush that comes to a point at the top, and I love this brush. If you guys are wanting to do almost like a cut crease look where you don't want to blend out your crease color too much, this is perfect for that, because at that very point you can just pack on your crease color and really just get it into your crease without blending it too much. So I love this. If you guys have been wanting the MAC 226, that one was a limited edition brush, and if you can't get it, this is a really good alternative. Alright, the next brush we have is this one. This is the Brow Spoolie Duo number EB17. On one end you have kind of like this almost angled, very stiff eyebrow brush, and then on the other side you have a spoolie. So this is just a good standard brush to have. I don't fill in my brows very often, but if I did, this brush here is really stiff. So I could see that working well for your brows, because when you fill in your brows, you don't want to, you know, get color all over the place. You kind of just want to get it right in your brow hair. So I could see this working well for that. I've been using the spoolie side just to kind of comb out my brows, and it works great. It's just a spoolie. I don't know if this brush comes of use to me as it would for other people who maybe do, you know, fill in their brows. Alright, the next brush in this set is the Bent Liner brush number EB19, and this is just your standard bent eyeliner brush. This works really well. I know a lot of people are like, why would you want a bent eyeliner brush? What's the purpose of that? It is so you can get right up into your upper lash line without your eyelashes coming in the way, and it really gives you nice precision. So I actually really like bent eyeliner brushes. This one is a little bit thicker. The actual bristles, there's more of them, so I think it'll definitely give you a very thick line. So if that's what you're looking for, then go for it. But personally, I prefer my eyeliner brushes to be a little bit thinner. The next brush in this set is the Detail Shader number EB21 brush. You can see mine's just a little bent, and that's because it was kind of sitting here in a wonky position. But this is a very small flat brush, and I have to say I do not like this brush. I don't. I think the bristles are bad. I think they're cut at a really weird bluntness, and when I put it near my eye area, it actually hurts. It pokes my eye. So I don't like this brush. I wouldn't use it. The next brush in this set is the Angled Detail number EB23 brush. Now this is one of my favorites in this set. I think this is the most unique brush in this brush set. The reason I think that is because it is the thinnest angled brush I have ever seen. It is so incredibly thin. Do you see how thin that is? So incredibly thin, and it's still really big. This is perfect for putting gel eyeliner on your lower lash line or even your upper lash line. I don't normally use angled brushes for gel liner, and that's because I find they're just too thick. I don't like a super thick gel eyeliner, but this is so incredibly thin and so nice, so well made. The angle is cut perfectly. It's so soft. I wouldn't be afraid of putting it, you know, near my sensitive eye area. This is just the most amazing brush. All right, and the last brush in this set is the Capped Lip Brush number LB25. And this is just a synthetic lip brush. It's a nice size. I find a lot of times lip brushes are too small, so it takes like, you know, triple the amount of time to put on lip product as you really need. I like the size of this lip brush. I think it's nice. It's synthetic bristles, and my favorite part is that it does have the cap, so you just pop that on and you don't get lipstick all over the place. And then also this brush set does have the optional brush belt that comes with it. I actually did not get the brush belt with mine, but you can, and I believe the brush belt is just a little bit more than just getting the brush set alone. This entire Vortex makeup brush set retails for $79.95, which is a big price tag, I think, for this brush set. I think there are definitely some really, really nice standouts. Like, I really like this synthetic flat brush, and these two brushes are just amazing. Best concealer brush ever. Amazing brush for eyeliner. I just think there are some really, really good staple brushes in here that I will be using pretty much every day. So one thing that I love that Sedona Lace does is they actually offer all of these brushes on their site individually as well as in the kit. So if you wanted to get the entire set of 13 brushes, you can absolutely do that, but you can also get them individually. If you only want to pick and choose maybe 2 or 3 of your favorites, you don't have to drop $80 on a whole set of brushes that you may only use 4 from. So you can just go and pick out the exact 4 brushes you want and save yourself some money. So that's what I absolutely love about Sedona Lace. I know some brush companies only offer brushes in kits and not individually, and I love that Sedona Lace actually lets you order them individually as well. So I will have the website link down below, as well as a coupon code for $4 off of your order if you want to purchase. That is also going to be in the description box below. Would I recommend this kit as a whole? Probably not, because I personally don't see a use for all of the brushes, but some of these brushes I think are absolutely essential. I definitely think the Midnight Lace brush kit, if you guys haven't seen my review video on that, I will link it in the description box as well. That brush kit just blew me out of the water, so I think I had really, really high hopes for this set, and some of the brushes fulfilled them, some of them didn't. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review video, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye!